Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The 1-2. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are two away. Here's J.D. Martinez. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. The 3-1 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Martinez, the runner at first with two gone. One and two to the Boston shortstop. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Red Sox leave one. Red Sox nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Here's Joe Panik. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pulled toward right center field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and two strikes now. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Standing in now, Teoscar Hernandez. A ball and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for Toronto, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
This is in the air out to right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
2-1 pitch is a splitter swung on and missed. 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo. 1-1 a fastball high. 2-1 now. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. This is flared out towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit back up the middle. Panic to his right. He has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Settling in now, Rendell Grichuk. Nobody out, runner on first. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate, Rowdy Tellez. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game. Fight at the bat rack.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Ready with the 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Danny Jansen. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box now, Derek Fisher. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box, Joe Panik. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
A 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Here's the 2-2. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr., and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Down the first baseline. The next 3-2. Count remains full. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. 2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
You got 2 balls.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Soft liner to the left side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
So 2 are gone now for Dustin Pedroia. 2 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fisher's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He singled his last time up. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To short, hit hard. Bogarts has it. And that's the first out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. So 1 away in the Toronto 3rd. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left.
Benintendi in pursuit.
And he makes the catch in the corner. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
At the 3-1 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field.
On the run is Benintendi.
He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're up 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts, as we begin the top of the fourth. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. Home run number 9 on the year, and with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
In now, Rafael Devers. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So coming to the plate, Mitch Moreland. He reached on a single in his first try. The 1-1 home. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. There's 1 on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
Now batting, right fielder.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hernandez is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Slow little grounder left side. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox get a run on the solo shot by the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. Bottom of the fourth coming up. All even now at 1-1. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Rendell Grichuk. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Pulled toward right center field. Bradley will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now
stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Jansen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-1. On the ground to the right side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now the 2-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Andrew Benintendi. 2 balls and a strike. Hit high and deep to right center. Fisher's on his horse. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter number
ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Pedroia.
1-1. Popped up. Tellez over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. So stepping in, Derek Fisher. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 3-1. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Lourdes Gurriel. He flew out in his last at-bat. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball and the runner moves into scoring position.
He's set. The 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 1 left for Toronto. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Tanner Roark takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 14, Tanner.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 1-1. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grichuk has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the 1st out. In now, Xander Bogaerts. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that brings up the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So striding in, Rowdy Tellez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Full count now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Into the box now, Danny Jansen. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. At the plate, Mitch Moreland, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The right fielder, number 99.
Stepping into the box, Alex Verdugo. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Standing in, Christian Vasquez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Out of play. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And that ends the inning. So we go quietly here in this half inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. All tied at 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Derek Fisher. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Joe Panik. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Popped him up. Bogarts is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Sales ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, still tied 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
Fisher, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-1. Right side. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting.
Into the box, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Heath Hembry is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Heath Hembry.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Stepping up to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Hembry was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And there's your go-ahead base runner right away, as this is down for extra bases.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. But it's offline. He scores. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is popped up back behind second. And Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1. Ready now, Rendell Grichuk. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
A full count, 3-2 to Rendell Grichuk.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Rowdy Tellez. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. 9th inning coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 2-1. Ken Giles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 51, Ken Giles.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, J.D. Martinez. And they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Oh, that's out.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grichuk is there, 2 down. Red Sox down to their final out now. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, He doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Ready for another chance? Mitch Moreland. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Fouled off. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Toronto Blue Jays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tanner Roark gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Ken Giles records the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Stands our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Tanner Roark. His record is now 2-1.